Hey, happy Monday morning, and this is Leadership Tea Time with Dr. Dangerfield. And I wanted to just get on and share a little bit. Today's tea is a breakfast blend from Numi. It's a very good. It's got a very good taste. It has caffeine in it, but it does have a really good taste. And my mug for the day is Girl Boss mug that I was gifted by my nail tech. He created it for me. But I want to talk a little bit this day about the dark side of leadership. We don't really talk about that a lot, and the reason why I wanted to talk about it was last week. Well, actually, 2 weeks ago, we lost a great leader in our community, and I was watching the services that were held for this particular individual, transformational leader had great impact in the community, and the loss of him will have far greater impact when it comes to leadership within our community and those that have benefited from what he taught, his legacy. We will all be benefit from it. But I want to talk about a little bit about some of the things that people that the person said that utilized him, whatever the word is, can't get it out. But talked about what a great person this leader was, but also he left us with some lessons that one, you need to check on your strong friends. As leaders, we are usually considered our strong friend. We're the ones that are usually out front, making things happen that others tend to rely on. But something that really stood out to me is when he was talking about um, really check on your strong friends. He talked about the burden that we sometimes put on our strong friends because we'll refer other people to them because we know they, pretty much we're thinking, oh, they can handle it. They have the information. And just, I'm going to give you their name, their information. They can help you. But that's adding another layer to what they already have on their plate. So that had me thinking. I was like, how many times have I referred somebody to someone because I said, oh, they're a leader in this, or they have the information you need, or even other people reaching out to me because someone referred them to me, and adding that extra layer of responsibility to be able to show up and help other people out because as leaders, transformational leaders, authentic leaders, we tend to be very servant or servant minded. We're servant leaders. We want to help other people to truly be the best that they are, and so that carries a burden that is sometimes the dark side of leadership. But the other piece is the person that was doing the eulogy talked about that depression is an illness that you would really go to the doctor if you had a stroke, cancer, had no problems thinking about that being an illness. But when it comes to our mental health, we don't think about that as an illness, especially when you're dealing with anxiety, depression, bipolar, ADHD. These things are diagnosed using the tool, the DSM 5R. That's the latest one. But also, there are some things that as leaders, we tend to not share with the public because we're carrying that burden by ourselves of thinking about our own mental health as we're trying to help other people manage theirs. I was having a conversation with one of my clients earlier, and we were just talking about the whole premise that if your mental health is not intact, then your physical health, your spiritual health, your emotional health, those things can't be intact because your mental health is not where it should be. Mental health is very important, but as a community, as a group of people, we need to look at mental illness as an illness. We all have mental health, and mental health is that. what we sometimes probably say is that that middle point on the continuum, because we have mental illness, which is the diagnosis of well, kind of symptoms that are creating distress in your life, work, in your business, and then you have your mental health. Is that what that middle point is that we all have? We were all born with mental health, and then we have mental wellness on the side where people are working to prevent mental illness. So we have that, but there's a burden that comes with it, especially if you're dealing with a lot of pressures that depression can easily creep in, anxiety creeps in, those things creep in, and you tend to keep that to yourself. But that's some of the dark side of being a leader because what creates some of that depression is not only the pressure of being seen as perfect, but also that pressure of loneliness, the isolation that comes out and being out front. Leaders, we tend to be the ones that's out front because we are leaders. We have people following us, and that pressure that comes with people following you puts on that added stress of I have to show up all the time like everything is okay when things may not be perfect. We don't talk about that behind the scene things. We don't talk about the struggle of getting up every day, having to face the world. We don't talk about how isolating it can be when other people are doing things, but you don't have anybody to go to and hold space for you. So, in my work as a therapist, I have learned to create a space for leaders, entrepreneurs to be someone that walks alongside them because I understand the journey of leadership. I understand the loneliness of leadership. I understand the depression of leadership. I understand the anxiety of leadership. I've been in those spaces before and getting my own support team to help me walk and navigate these things has been what has been powerful for me to be really clear about who I am. So I, work on my identity and my impact. But then I, have to work on my mindset as a leader and being able to have my own therapist, have my own group of people that I can reach out to, or have people that check on me as the strong friend. So, and then prayer. Prayer is something that is very important to me. And so, yes, I am a believer and I have a therapist because you can pray and do therapy all at the same time. And then also looking to be in alignment with who I am, who you are as a leader. Your identity and your purpose must align to keep you there, but then having a community of people to help support you as you support the community, and then being really clear about, your transformation as a leader. Those things are very important. Those are the impacts that we have as leaders. So I just want to kind of share that this morning with the leadership tea time is talking about that whole dark side of leadership that we don't talk about a lot. But if you are honest with yourself, you can probably say that you've been in those spaces at times when you feel like you're out there all alone trying to make things happen because you have the vision and you have to set the pace and the course for other people to come. So, I just want to share that this morning. Like I said, it's leadership tea time with Dr. Dangerfield, and I'll be having more of these moments because I want to talk about leadership, and it may not be the applaudable things that we talk about, like, oh, you're a leader, you're making money, you're doing this, you have great success, but there's those things behind the veil that we as leaders face, and so. We talk about leadership. I talk about mental health and how they intersect with one another. I talk about entrepreneurship and mental health, how that intersects with one another because each other, because that's part of our identity and purpose. So I hope you have a good rest of the day. And please, if you are a strong friend, reach out to someone. And if you need someone to walk alongside you to just hold space. I'm here. You can reach out and see my website, www.drdangerfield.com. Or you can find me on Instagram also at I am Dr. Dangerfield. But leadership is important to me, and mental health is important to me. So let's take care of ourselves. Remember that our mental health is something that creates our physical health, our spiritual health, our emotional health. So it's important. It's key. It's essential. Have a great day. Talk to you later.